I am live. There we go. There we go. Yep, we are live, y'all. I'm only gonna be live for a little bit. I'm not gonna be live for too long because honestly, I don't think I need to be live for a long period of time necessarily, for me at least. I won't start doing my long live streams until we get closer to the landfall event. So, let me give me like a couple seconds. I'm gonna turn this down real quick. Yep, stream is up. Stream is up. What's good, y'all? Like I said, I'm not gonna provide, a extremely long live stream for right now. Maybe starting tomorrow, I will start providing the longer live stream, or longer live streams, of course. But yeah. So Hurricane Milton is now a historic Category 5 hurricane of epic proportions in the Gulf of Mexico, going into the Atlantic Ocean. Now, I mean, this thing is gonna start causing damage near Mexico. Hopefully it's not going to be too bad. I don't know. But I mean, this thing is just powerful. This thing is in the ocean, is spinning. It is rapidly intensifying. So, well, I wouldn't say it's rapidly intensifying anymore. I think it's done its rapid intensification. But it is still growing. It's still getting bigger. It's going to get bigger, actually. It's going to, succeed in strengthening still. I mean, if you just go back to this is still a Category 5 hurricane with 180 mile per hour sustained winds. Not only that, by tomorrow morning, or actually tonight, 2 a.m. tonight, 185 mile per hour sustained winds with 225 mile per hour wind gusts. That is catastrophic. That is devastating winds right there. That is nothing you should even play around with. And it will continue to be a Category 5 all the way until the 9th, y'all. All the way into the 9th. It will be a Category 5 hurricane. This is something I have never seen ever in my lifetime. I've never seen a storm this powerful. Like, this is a powerful hurricane. This is not no weak, low-end category. This is a high-end Category 5 hurricane. And it's just absolutely insane and just amazing to just even look at out here in the Gulf of Mexico that something like this would form this quickly. I mean, like I said, early in the stream, like, it took less than 24 hours for this thing to blow up into a Category 5. From a 1 to a 5, chat. A 1 to a 5. That's insane. So that's just something to just keep in mind about. This thing is absolutely insane. It's going to make landfall as a high-end Category 3, maybe low-end Category 2. Sorry about that. But yeah, high-end Category 3, low-end Category 4. Sorry, that's what I meant to say. I don't think it's going to make landfall as a Category 5, but it's going to bring the storm surge of a lifetime, honestly, to Tampa. I think what Tampa's going to experience, they probably won't experience for another 100+ years, maybe, like with this, because, I mean, from what I heard, the last time Tampa or anywhere in this part of Florida has ever experienced storm surge at this caliber was like over 100 years ago, is what I heard. This is like rare, like real rare. This is historic. This does not happen at all. This is very rare, like I said. And I mean, yeah, they're now updating everything to hurricane tropical storm warnings. Unbelievable storm. Honestly, this is an unbelievable storm. It's still a Category 5 hurricane. I think it's going through an eye wall replacement cycle right now. So it's going to replace its eye and form a new one. So by the time you wake up tomorrow morning, it's probably going to have a brand new eye. And it's probably going to still be strengthening a little bit. As you can see, by tonight, this thing is going to be even a stronger Category 5. This is pushing up there to 200 sustained winds, chat. 200 sustained winds. That's unheard of, honestly. I've never heard of 200 sustained winds ever from a hurricane. But it's pushing it. It's going to be pushing it, though. And that's kind of insane to say. This is a very strong hurricane. Like I said, very strong Category 5 Hurricane Milton. Major Hurricane Milton. Making a beeline towards Central Florida. Which is just unfortunate for Florida, honestly. These are the intensity tracks right here. As you can see, it's still a little bit of disagreement with the models and stuff. But there's still, of course it's going to be a Category 5. I mean, at the speak right now, it's a Category 5. And some of them are even showing this thing going up to a high-end Category 5 like it is now. It's past 180, actually. So most of these models are actually kind of wrong with the intensity of the hurricane, which is unreal. And this is your spaghetti models. This is taking it right into literally Tampa. I mean, I don't see what the point is of looking at the spaghetti models anymore at this point. Like, we know where it's going. The cone of uncertainty is showing it fair and square right here. Major hurricane. It will stay a major hurricane all the way until landfall. So that's just that. Let's go to the most recent run. Actually, this is the most recent run with this. Look at that, 905 low pressure system. This is a strong category 5. And it makes landfall as a category maybe 3 or 4. Like I said, not a extremely strong hurricane, but it doesn't matter that it's not strong. What matters is the amount of storm surge this thing is going to bring with it. You see, when this thing expands, like when it starts weakening, it's going to expand more and it's going to produce more storm surge, because the bigger it is, the more storm surge it's going to be producing and stuff. And the wider the wingspan too as well. Like, this isn't no just regular old category 5. Like, this thing is going to pull something similar to Katrina in a way. I'm not saying this is going to be as bad as Katrina. I hope it's not going to be as bad as Katrina, but it's going to pull something similar to Katrina in a way where Katrina was a category 5. She didn't make landfall as a category 5. She made landfall as a category 3. But the impacts that she brought with it was just unbelievable, like, as you can see. And this storm is kind of pulling another, a little bit similar to Katrina. So it's very strong. This is even stronger than Katrina, actually. This storm is stronger than Katrina. Number one, I'm just going to put that out. I'll point that out there now. This is stronger than Katrina. And it literally, so, like, honestly, like I said, it's probably going to not probably. We know it's going to weaken. Like, it's going to go through some type of wind shear, some type of, environment that's going to mess with it a little bit. It's gonna weaken into possibly a category 4, maybe a 3, but it's still gonna bring life-threatening impacts to Florida. Like I said, especially Tampa Bay. Tampa Bay region is at great risk right now. This is a very populated area. This could cause catastrophic damage of historic proportions. Like I said, I won't be surprised. This storm will do significant damage to Tampa. I hope it doesn't do significant damage to Tampa. I really do. Like, I hope for the best for Tampa, honestly. If you live anywhere in Tampa, Clearwater, Sarasota, anywhere near the Tampa Bay area or on the coastline of the area, just please evacuate. Just go on to land somewhere far from the ocean, because this thing is going to pack up a ton of storm surge, depending on where it goes as well. Because if this storm goes a little bit north of Tampa, Tampa's going to experience a hell of a lot more storm surge actually, than what it could possibly be forecasted. But if it goes a little bit south of Tampa, Tampa could possibly be spared. One way or another, Tampa is going to literally get smacked by storm surge. Whether, the forecast, whether it goes up to the north of Tampa or not. It's just if it goes a little bit more north of Tampa, like the eye wall or the eye of the storm goes north of Tampa, it's probably going to push in a lot more storm surge. Actually, to explain this, I'm going to show you guys real quick to explain what I'm talking about here. So, let me see. I'm trying to get this to, it's not connecting. Okay. Let's see here. Let's do this real quick. Sorry, I'm super yawny today, but like I say, okay. So this right here, this model is showing this thing going up a little bit more to the north. That's gonna impact Tampa a lot more. I don't think it's gonna be this far north, honestly. I think it's gonna be somewhere. It's gonna make landfall somewhere near Tampa, somewhere in Tampa Bay. It's gonna make landfall. I believe it might make landfall there, honestly, either from Tampa or pointing a little bit more south. Somewhere in this region right here, it's gonna make landfall. I don't think it's gonna be this north, but even if it is this north, Tampa's gonna get absolutely hammered by storm surge. Like I said, you could be expecting, what is this? 8 to 12 feet of storm surge, maybe 12 to 15 feet, maybe 18 feet of storm surge plus. Who knows? Depending on this storm, depending on what it does, it could produce a ton of storm surge for the Tampa Bay region or the western coastline of Florida from Tampa Point south. So, one way or another, if you live anywhere in this area from Tampa Point south and a little bit point north near Cedar Key, just evacuate, just get away from the coastline, because there's already damage in these areas. First of all, there's already damage in these areas, so at that point, just evacuate. There's no reason to even just stay there unless you're an actual storm chaser and that's chasing the storm, honestly. Everybody else should be getting the heck out of there, because, bro, this is not, like I said, this is not a regular you know, regular hurricane. This is like I said, this is a monster hurricane. This is a powerful monster hurricane with sustained winds of 185 miles per hour. Unbelievable to even think about, but yeah. Look at that, 185, y'all. And this is the latest time. I'm just looking at it. I mean, this thing is still a month. Look at that. In the middle of the Gulf of Mexico, all you see is this giant hurricane. Well, it's not a giant hurricane. It's actually a pretty small hurricane, but it's going to be moving up to the north right towards... I mean, this thing has a beeline towards Tampa. Like, the cone of uncertainty has a beeline towards it, which is not good at all. But like I said, I'm just going to get on here now. I just wanted to show you guys some of the stuff. Like, I'm not going to be live for too long because I have school tomorrow. But I will continue to do live coverage. Starting tomorrow, I think I'm going to start doing more of the longer live coverages because I feel like making a video is just unnecessary at the moment. I'd rather do just quick live streams and stuff than just do videos. Unless I need to do a video, then I'll do it. But other than that, I just want to talk about the intensity of the storm and what it's doing right now currently. Like I said, I know it's not a lot of information I'm giving out, but like I just want to update you guys on what the storm strength is. It's still a category 5, a high-end category 5, and the highest it's going to get is 185 miles per hour sustained with 225 mile per hour wind gusts, which is absolutely bonkers. Like, I mean, I haven't seen anything like it in a very long time, if not even ever. And it's still making the beeline towards Florida, and the increasing chances of it becoming a category 4 when it makes landfall as well is starting to, like I said, increase. It's starting to get a little bit higher, starting to become more favorable now for a higher end category landfall. So like I said, let's hope for the best. They actually just updated it. They just updated it just now. Okay, so it's now a weaker storm. So yeah, there is now a recent update. So now it's 165 mile per hour category 5 hurricane. Still a category 5. I mean, that doesn't change the fact that it's not a category 5. This thing is still a category 5. And it will be making a beeline towards Tampa Bay. Like I said, this is now showing this thing going a little bit farther south of Tampa Bay. So that's good news. Like I said, we just got the update in. This thing is still a category 5 hurricane. It still will be a category 5 hurricane until tomorrow. Tomorrow evening, sorry. And I think landfall is probably going to be... It's probably going to be on Wednesday throughout Thursday during the nighttime hours. So this thing's going to make landfall somewhere over here by Tampa. Tampa's going to get freaking slammed one way or another, so we'll just have to wait and see what this thing does. Like I said, this thing is still, it's weakened actually, but it's still, you know, it's still trying to gain strength. Like, it's still going. It's still a very, very powerful hurricane in the Gulf of Mexico. One of the strongest, actually. So that's something to keep in mind about. It's 10:44 p.m. Eastern for me. I'm probably gonna hop off here now because we just got the update in. I'm glad we got the update in, but that's the update of the cone of uncertainty. So, like I said, it's still a category 5 for the next 24 to maybe 48 hours, and then it'll start weakening to a category 4 and then to a 3 eventually. So, like I said, this storm, what I know so far, this storm is still a very strong hurricane. Of course, still very strong category 5, historic category 5. And it's going to increase in size when it gets closer to making landfall in Florida. This thing is going to increase in size. Storm surge is going to be a lot more widespread. The winds are going to be a lot more widespread. This thing is going to get a lot more widespread than what it is right now. So I just wanted to get that out there to you guys. Let you guys know this thing is getting bigger, or it's going to get bigger. By the time, maybe if you wake up tomorrow morning, it's going to be even bigger than what it was today. So that's just something to keep in mind about. But yeah, I'm going to end the stream here. Like I said, I don't want to make this too long. So if you guys enjoy the stream, please leave a like, subscribe, turn on those notifications in case you want more uploads like this. I'll be uploading a live stream tomorrow for you guys talking about this major hurricane and all of its glory. Honestly, this thing is just absolutely insane. Like, it's still mind-blowing to me that this thing formed that quickly in the ocean like that. But yeah, like I said, if you guys want a live stream tomorrow, which I'm gonna do a live stream one way or another to be there for that. Also, members only live stream for today, or not today, tomorrow, and the day before, or the day of the landfall. There will be a members only live stream. So if you're a member, you can join up in that stream as well. Get ready for that stream, and yeah, I'll be live for the landfall event as well. So definitely subscribe to the channel if you want to see that. Other than that, I will catch you guys tomorrow with another video or stream.